Well, let me tell you, our live shot today was at Kauffman Stadium talking about it's the beginning of the season. But the story that we just completed today was at the high school, talking about the high school band, which, I love stories like this. I've really been out of it lately. I'm having stomach issues, so it's like having the uphill struggle of doing your job and fighting whatever it is. As you know, I missed Monday, but as we also know, I like to, when I'm in a town, do a little driving tour. I'm kind of taking the back way through Oak Grove, Missouri, so I can get the whole downtown in my shot, maybe. I seem to be in a really back roads area. Hope this goes through. Sometimes even if you see a road on here, it doesn't necessarily mean it goes through. We kind of have to zigzag around, as you can see. It's like a big park out here. I have never been in this area. We used to live in Bates City, and pass through Oak Grove quite a lot. We would go to the Walmart here quite a lot. But I've never been through this part. My wife, she came from the Philippines. We lived in a mobile home in Bates City because she worked in Warrensburg, I worked in Kansas City, and it was in between. And when she discovered Walmart, we joked that it was like her living room. I'm not as huge a fan of Walmart as she became. So the Oak Grove Walmart is where she liked to do everything. And we had a nickname for Oak Grove. We called it Okie, like Okie from Muskogee. Like, are you going to Okie? And we used to go to the Petro truck stop here. They had a restaurant that we liked to eat. They had a buffet and everything. But that eventually went downhill really fast, and now the restaurant is no longer there. It used to be called Iron Skillet. It was pretty good. Kind of expensive, but pretty good. Then it was not good anymore, and I used to jokingly call that Iron Gullet. And I believe the church that we went to when we didn't want to go all the way down Kansas City to the Redemptorist was here too. Little Catholic church, I think that way. Pointed, and that elderly woman looked at me funny. Maybe this is it right here. Nope, that's Community of Christ. So now we're on the main drag. Get on there we go. That's what I usually like to do. And of course, Oak Grove has got a quaint little downtown area. Used to be was it here Oak Grove or Green Valley? I think it was here in Oak Grove. A gun shop that my dad liked to shop in for his hobby, called the Bullet Hole. And he was in there one time and got to talking to this guy that was in there. He said, "Man, I met the nicest guy. I really liked talking to him. He's very interesting. He's really into the gun hobby and like me, and He said he's a Kansas City Royal. His name is Frank White. Now Frank White is the head of Jackson County. Was it Jackson County CEO? Yeah, like little downtown areas like this. There's a big old block there. This is the old Alton route. Eventually became the Gateway Western Railroad. I don't know what they call it now. It's part of the Kansas City Southern, which is now part of CPKC. And I unfortunately have to go visit the facility up here, so I'm going to be taking a break, turning into the quick trip. There's several other things that we used to like to do when we came here. We loved the Waffle House. Of course, nickname was Waffle House, and we visited the quick trip here quite a lot. And probably the cheapest gas that you get at a quick trip in Kansas City. If you want to come all the way out to Oak Grove. And Oak Grove, of course, is known for all its truck stops here on I-70. The biggest, some of the biggest in the city. There's Petro, and then there's TA over on the other side. Truck Stops of America is what TA stands for. I won't say the nickname that the truckers and we kind of gave it, but never mind. Never mind. And here's our other second home when we were in Oak Grove. Quick trip. Alrighty. So that's sort of our penny tour of Oak Grove. So while doing driving tours, I thought I would do some places that are kind of on my way but off the beaten track. And now we're here in Levasy. And if Levasy looks a little damaged, it's because it had a bad flood a couple of years ago and has not quite recovered from it. Established 1875, City of Levasy. And it's a real shame too. So the train tracks here. And you'll see there really isn't much to Levasy, just a small little town. But the flooding did a number on it. Levasy Civic Center. It's like an old school. Ebenezer. Hope this doesn't dead end. Yeah, the flooding here was really, really bad. Oh, it says dead end. Alright, well, I gotta figure out my way around, so we'll just end it here. Next up is Buckner, Missouri. And if I remember right, this may be a one-way street, so I have to go around the block. And we got our depot here and caboose. Yep, it's one way. Buckner is another small town, eastern side of Jackson County. It's got the cute factor going on. Small little village. Buckner surplus. Still getting over the crud. Taking medicine for it now. Little Farmall tractor over there. International Harvesters. Or it should be International Harvester. And we'll go up one more block. So we get a full view of the downtown area. Oops. Careful not to snag my camera in the tree branches, low-hanging branches. And here we are, downtown Buckner. The main drag is actually US 24. So the downtown area is not really part of the main drag. And you'll see it's a small downtown, about a block long, maybe 2 blocks. Ooh, somebody ran over a skunk. And here it is, downtown Buckner. Tammy Sue's. Used to be a little model railroad store down here. I think it moved or it's gone. I think it actually moved. Alrighty. That's sort of the grand tour of downtown Buckner. Now over here is something of interest to me. It's been here for quite a few years. I've never asked about them. They're pretty much too far gone. I'm not even sure if you could use them as parts cars, but there's two of them here. So let's go take a look at this before we head out. Actually, you probably can't even get to them very easily. There they are. As you can see, my favorite 2 Studebaker coupes sitting on a trailer. Yeah, pretty far gone, actually. But anyway, let's get out of Buckner. Take a look down the main drag here. 2 main drags. This is BB Highway, North-South Road. That actually intersects with US 24. And Buckner continues on a little bit north of US 24. I think there's a big park up there and everything, where the swimming pool and things are. Not too many people doing a driving tour of Buckner, Missouri. Huh. There used to be a pizza place here downtown. I think it's gone now. that I like to go to. A little family run. This restaurant has been on this corner forever. When I was in Independence, I talked about my friend took me to this bar down there. He called it his mother-in-law's bar. Well, I think his mother-in-law also owned this restaurant here on the corner. Was it Misty's? The name of it? Alright, now I gotta find a place to pull off so I could disassemble, so I'll do that over here as we are on our way out of town. There's I think this was the pizza place, and it says Walsh's Tavern, but I'm not even sure of that. Yep, Walsh's Tavern. Alright, let's end it here. Okay, almost said alright. I'm going to say okie dokie, actually. It is time. Miller time, actually. My day is done. What a beautiful spring day. And it's time for coffee.